Jackson Preparatory and Early College, interim principal Jonathan Marawelli, and teacher and coach Joe Moore. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bart.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, nice to see you. I got a chance to see you guys earlier this week in the first round of boys district play.
Absolutely.
And that's your team.
Yeah, they played excellent. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with the game.
I thought they did.
Yeah.
What was the season like, Joe?
The season was wonderful. You know, with every basketball season, there's ups and downs, and luckily this year we had so many ups, and the kids played very tough. You know, we had a lot of great senior leadership on the team. Makes my job very easy. A lot of kids stepping up and willing to take on that leadership role really, you know, brings them together as a group.
You hung in there really for most of the game.
Yeah.
Got off to a slow start. It looked scary at the beginning.
Yes, it did. Yep, I was. They had me a little on my heels as well. Couldn't quite get the ball to fall in the hole, but they eventually found a rhythm.
Well, it would have been easy to be intimidated when you look at Marshall Academy. It came on the floor. They looked like a small college team.
Yeah, yep. They got a lot of seniors on that team. Very athletic, very tough, physically dominating team.
Nice. Well, you've done a nice job. How long have you been coaching the basketball team?
Yep. So I just concluded my 8th season.
Oh, wow.
With JPEC. Yeah. So it's been a while. Yeah. So I've been there since I've been the first and the only coach at JPEC so far.
Nice.
Yep. But we've had a lot of fun growing the program alongside our athletic director, Seraphin Lorena. So we've had a great time growing that program.
Yeah, Seraphin does a great job.
He does.
Joe Moore, JPEC's winningest basketball coach.
I'll take him.
Yeah.
Former Napoleon Pirate star.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that really, I know, is great to be able to have such success in athletics because so many kids, they really want to have, in addition to the education, they want to have the extracurricular experience.
Correct.
And the school, I think the school's done a good job of expanding and having some cool offerings.
Yeah, that's we're pretty unique in the state of Michigan. Most early college schools that are dedicated schools actually don't have athletics programs. And so in this area, you know, we really saw that there's that need for extracurriculars and the ability for students to be engaged. And, you know, we have wonderful coaches who are able to really motivate their students academically as well as athletically. And we're able to give these students all of those opportunities.
What do you teach besides coach?
Yeah, so I teach the middle school social studies. Yep. So, the middle school program has been great. I kind of came into an excellent job where I student taught at the same classroom that I teach in now. So it was an easy transition to make.
And I don't think that was your plan to be a teacher, was it?
You know, as most young adults, I had a hard time figuring out what I was going to do. So as you know, I owned the coffee shop for a while after my parents had sold it over to me. So we had the coffee shop for a while. So I was going to be a business owner for a while. Went to school for criminal justice and found my calling in basketball actually, and coaching at JPEC. I decided the right route to go is to be a teacher.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's your hope that, like you two, you get a long-term staff.
Yep.
And Jonathan, you've been there since day one.
Yeah, I think I started the month the school started. And so I started out as a teacher and then moved into the principalship, and now I'm serving as the interim superintendent. And so, yeah, it's been a great experience and great growth opportunity.
Nice. Well, your students have had some incredible accomplishments.
Yeah.
I remember I was at Jackson College graduation a few years ago where you had a student, also a Jackson College student, getting their diploma from high school and their college degree at the same moment.
Yeah, that's actually pretty common for us. And so, you know, we try really hard to help our students achieve as many college credits with us as possible. You had Liliana on earlier this year, who I think walked away with 150 college credits to her name, and we had another student, Megan Panic, who actually earned her bachelor's degree at the same time as her high school diploma, and now she's off at grad school.
And you've changed your campus a little bit. You've got more space now.
Yeah, so a few years ago, we were able to expand the middle school to its own building, the EIC, the Educational Innovation Center, and that's where Mr. Moore works.
Yeah. Yep, great building, excellent facilities. I mean, being a high school teacher, you don't always think about and dream about working with college facilities, but we get that opportunity and we get to provide that for our students as well.
In middle school, you don't really have grades, do you? Like 7th and 9th? Can you
We kind of, yeah, we diversify through that. So we have 6th, 7th, and 8th through our middle school. Now students are free to be able to maybe move up early in grades based on their achievement. So we do offer the opportunity for students to work ahead of pace, and that's what helps them kind of achieve, once they get to high school, achieve the full college diploma.
How's the pandemic been as a teacher?
As teaching through the pandemic, it's been an experience. Luckily, I was in school, actually, graduating from Spring Arbor when that kind of started. So I was able to learn how to teach through the pandemic.
As a student, you've been
Right.
both.
Yeah, so I was very lucky. So I saw both sides of it. I learned through the pandemic, and now I get to teach through. I learned how to teach through the pandemic, and now I'm teaching through it. So it's been an easier progression for me than I think teachers who were kind of blindsided by it. And kind of had to learn some of the new techniques and new strategies.
2 years ago today, the first case is reported in Michigan.
Yeah.
Today, well.
Yeah. Do you feel like things are returning to normal?
Yeah, the college has started on their step down plan in terms of campus safety, but I think the college and the campus overall have done a great job of keeping all of our students safe. We've had some would consider heavy protocols, but our students have been amazing throughout it. We've always been dedicated to utilizing technology to help educate our students. So there wasn't a huge transition in terms of taking on new technology. I know a lot of schools had to adapt really quickly and maybe do a lot of trainings, but we just kind of rolled with it. And the switch to Zoom classes is certainly different, but we held them at the start of every hour, just like a normal class. We took attendance. We tried to make that as normal a process as possible. It's just you were receiving your class at home in your room rather than in our classroom. And then we've come back into the classroom really successfully, and it's nice to be able to see our kids again.
Good. Now, you are inviting people to consider JPEC for next year.
Yeah.
What grades do you guys offer?
We offer grades 9 through 13. We have that extra year built in there for college classes, but really the last time that you can enroll is 12th grade. You can't enroll as a 13th grader. 6 through 13. I think I said that. And then we have this coming week, we have our open house. So if you're considering, come on out on the 17th at 5 o'clock. You'll be able to see the facilities, meet all of our staff, our teachers, everybody will be there. Get a look at what it's like to be a JPEC student.
Absolutely.
What is the difference for someone that hasn't, who's been in like the traditional K-12 school? What would you say are the differences with JPEC?
Yeah, I would say one of the biggest differences is really the autonomy that students have. So they have certain liberties that would allow them to, especially at the high school age, where they have class 1 hour, they might not have class the following hour, and they have that downtime to really work on their studies. So really operating at the high school level as if they were a college student.
It's actually a break this week, isn't it?
Yep, and also extra week of spring break.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in on your break.
Yeah,
Thanks for
absolutely.
having us.
Yeah.
A student that has success at JPEC is, how can you describe that student?
Yeah, so I mean, for us, that student is college and career ready. And that means, our students, when they leave us, the number one thing is we don't want them just to walk away with a diploma. We want them to walk away knowing what their next steps in life are and that they're prepared to reach those goals. And so if that means going into the workforce, maybe they've taken up the opportunity to do Career Center, right, and got a college certificate, a 30-credit certificate. Or if they want to go on to a 4-year university or grad school or med school or law school, wherever, that they're ready to do that. They've got their associate's degree. It's one that's going to transfer all of their courses easily, that they're set up to do that before they go, that they know the admissions process, financial aid, things like that. And so it's really a melding between, it's not quite full college and it's not quite high school, but it's somewhere in between, right? There's a little bit of that hand holding to get you there, rather than just dropping you off at the front steps of a college and saying, see
Good
you in
luck.
a term. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Being on the JC campus and across the street from the Career Center, obviously the convenience for a
Yeah.
student to be, working on other things.
Yep.
But you work together besides offering that
Yeah.
convenience.
No, absolutely. So, one of our collaborations that we're proudest of is our robotics team and join the Career Center's robotics team. So when we have robotics class, our students walk across the street. They get to go use the engineering lab. and work with all of the Career Center materials and coaches, and our coaches go over there and work with them, and it's really just a really nice collaboration. And the same thing, with the college, we're able to get into the college classes, we get advice from the college, we have this dialogue that goes back and forth almost every single day. And so it really feels like Jackson College is JPEC, and JPEC is Jackson College.
Nice. Well, I know you're chartered by JC.
Yep, that's right.
So if you're interested in a career at JPEC, you'll be part of the virtual job fair Tuesday.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, so anybody who's looking to get into education or is looking for different roles, or maybe is getting certified as a teacher, should get on the JC ISD website. They do an amazing job of facilitating it. We had some great interviews last year, and it's nice to be part of a job fair that's local.
Nice. Good to see you guys again.
Absolutely.
Great to see you, Bart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming in on your break.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
It was a long drive.
Interim president at Jackson Preparatory and Early College, Jonathan Marawali, and basketball coach and teacher, Joe Moore.